Hi again everybody. So in this video we're going to continue looking at what to include or what to write in your academic task 1 writing task. Let's very quickly sort of recap. So we're writing a report, not an essay, and a report does not contain opinion and conclusions. Okay? We're just reporting the facts and the information that we are given. If you remember, we want to get band 7 or above, so we have to write more than the minimum. We have to go over and above the minimum word count of 150. So you want to aim for 170 to 190 words. Organise your data logically, yes, and keep it simple. Right? Okay, so there are many different ways to write a report, okay, but any report is going to contain these 3 things, okay, an introduction, an overview, and some key facts, key data. Yeah, so these are the 3 things that any report has to contain, okay, an introduction, what is the report about, an overview, what's the bigger picture, and the key facts, what is the key data that's most important to us to review. Yeah. So this is the information that you have to organise in your report. Now there are many different ways and many different opinions on how to write this report, how to organise it, how many paragraphs, etc. etc. Some people may say 2 paragraphs, some people may say 3 paragraphs, some people may say 4 paragraphs. Truthfully, I don't think it really matters how many paragraphs that you write. What does matter is you have organisation and logic, okay, within your report. If you have these 3 things contained in your report, it's organised in a logical way. There is no reason why you should not get band 7. Yeah, as long as it's written well, you're using the correct vocabulary and the correct grammatical tenses, but remember to keep it simple. Yeah, we don't need really complex grammatical structures here. Okay, so an introduction, an overview, and key facts. I don't know. When it comes to how many paragraphs should you write, I will be honest with you, I have kind of changed my opinion about this on a number of occasions, and it's actually difficult for me to say how many paragraphs you should write. I would say a minimum of 2 paragraphs, because you definitely want to split your introduction and overviews away from your key data. Yeah, so at least 2 paragraphs, and I would say an absolute maximum of 4 paragraphs. Yeah, so at least 2, maximum of 4. Any more than that, you probably don't have time to write more than 4 paragraphs. Yeah. So let's look more specifically at what we're writing. Our introduction is probably going to be 1 or 2 sentences, 1 or 2 lines of text. Yeah. Here in your introduction, all you are going to do is paraphrase information you have already been given. Okay? So you don't have to do any hard work here. All you have to do is just paraphrase information that you are given. Rewrite it in your own words. Yeah? The overview is where you are describing the bigger picture. What is this data really demonstrating to me? Yeah? The overview. With an overview, you don't want to get lost in specifics. You're not going to use, your percentages or your fractions. You're really just going to talk about the overview, the majority of this, or the majority of that. Yeah, that's your overview. Yeah. Now, it could be argued that your introduction is paragraph 1, and your overview is paragraph 2. You can very easily make that argument, and if you prefer to write it as an introduction, your paraphrase, followed by the overview, as a separate paragraph, then you should do that. Yeah? But alternatively, there is no reason whatsoever why you cannot combine these two parts of your essay into one paragraph. The only thing you have to do is make sure that whoever is reading your essay understands that there is an overview, and that is done very, very simply in the academic task 1 writing report by using the word overall. Yeah? You start your overview with the word overall. Yeah? Either as a new sentence within after your introduction, or as a completely separate paragraph. If you're just practicing, I would probably suggest to you paragraph 1, paragraph 2 to help you practice. Yeah? After you've practiced a bit, if you feel more comfortable combining those two sentences into one paragraph, then feel free. Practicing paragraph 1, paragraph 2. Okay? So that leaves us with key facts, key data. Now, 1 paragraph, 2 paragraphs, I think it really depends on how much data you have, and when you have identified and organised the data, what data are you writing about? Yeah. With change over time, flowcharts, usually there's lots of data. Now you cannot write about everything, but usually there is lots and lots of data. Sometimes, and only sometimes, the charts that they give you, or the information they give you, might be so simple that there isn't much data. It can happen. And if there isn't much data or much for you to write about, you might be able to do it in just 1 paragraph. I'm going to suggest though that the majority of cases, 99% of the times, the key data, the key facts, is 2 paragraphs. Okay? So, I don't know, perhaps you have, say you have 2 charts and you're actually comparing data on 2 charts. Chart 1 is paragraph 1, chart 2 is paragraph 2. Yeah? Perhaps you just have 1 chart, but you have lots of different sort of lines or whatever, and you're comparing different data sets. Paragraph 1, paragraph 2. Just make sure it's organised logically. Yeah? Okay. So you're probably going to end up, especially when you're practicing, with 4 paragraphs. So 4 paragraphs, totaling somewhere between 170 and 190 words. Yeah? Okay, so what we're going to do in our next video lessons is we're going to take each of these paragraphs and we're going to look at what's included in an introduction. How do we write an introduction? Then we'll look at an overview and how do we write an overview. Then we'll look at some key data and we'll look at how do we write key data.